everyone, I'm back for my second video in a week, which is an absolute miracle, but I have good news. I'm actually going to start doing reviews and wrestling videos again properly, so some of you might think, oh great, but I'm hoping that the majority of you will be pleased about that. Seeing as I got quite a lot of nice comments on my last video saying that I was going to try and do more, and people were being supportive of me reviewing again and stuff, so that's really cool. So thank you to all you nice people who have encouraged me to come back and do videos properly. So this video is going to be talking about Elimination Chamber and Raw from Monday night, because I actually watched the late night showing rather than waiting until Thursday to watch it. And why is everyone being so negative about Elimination Chamber? I don't understand. It was a really good pay-per-view. It set up Wrestlemania, all the matches and stuff, and just made you kind of really want Wrestlemania to happen now. So I don't understand why everyone was being so negative about it. People were rating the matches 1 or 2 stars, and it's hello, what were you watching? It was really good. So yeah, it's just, I think I'm just really weird, and I like things that nobody else likes, and vice versa. I dislike things that everyone else likes. I don't know, I guess that makes me an individual, to be fair, and I'd rather be that way. So yeah, Elimination Chamber, I watched it on Monday after I got home from work, and it was really good. I was expecting to have to fast forward most of the matches, but I generally pretty much watched the whole pay-per-view. Obviously the first match was Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston, and yeah, I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit dull, because I'm not a huge Alberto Del Rio fan, but it was really good. When it actually got going, they had a lot of good spots and stuff, and just the match worked really well. And I can't remember whose video I was watching. I think it was Cena's video, and he said that it didn't make sense for Alberto Del Rio to win because the title wasn't on the line. But it obviously did make sense, because if Alberto Del Rio lost at a pay-per-view right before Wrestlemania, that doesn't really make him look like much of a contender, to be fair. That's just the way that I thought it would be anyway, because yeah, if Kofi won, then well, it doesn't really make Alberto Del Rio look very credible in his run-up to challenging Edge for the title at Wrestlemania. But no, I thought that was a good match. The SmackDown Elimination Chamber match was really good. That was my favourite match on the show, I think. Just the way everything was, it just worked really well. Obviously Edge and Mysterio at the end, the way they were fighting was really good. Drew McIntyre actually had character for once and actually looked like some kind of threat, which was good. Obviously, Big Show and Kane were just the big guys that were taking out everybody, and I can't even remember who else was in it. Somebody. But yeah, no, and also the best commentary moment. Nobody else probably even noticed this, but I thought it was hilarious. The best commentary moment happened during this match when because whenever anybody came in and started taking everybody else out, Booker T would say that they were on fire or whatever. So then when Kane came in and started beating everybody up, Michael goes, would you go as far to say Kane's on fire, Booker? And I just thought that was the funniest thing ever, just because of Kane's fire. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself look like a total fool now, but I don't care. So yeah, no, that was yeah, that match was really good, and obviously, I guess I didn't really know who was going to win out of Mysterio and Edge, but then it kind of made sense for Edge to win, because obviously Alberto Del Rio and Rey Mysterio have had loads of matches, already and stuff, so it'd be a bit boring, and Rey is champion again. I don't know. I really like Rey Mysterio, he's a good wrestler, but I just don't think he should be champion, because he just shouldn't. So yeah, so that obviously sets up Edge and Alberto Del Rio at WrestleMania, which could be an okay match. I don't really know. I think I need to watch a lot more of Alberto Del Rio's matches to see if I think he's kind of a credible contender for the title, but that's just my opinion. And of course, obviously Christian returning on the pay-per-view was really good as well. I really didn't have a clue that he was going to come back, so that was really good, and he got quite a big pop from the crowd, which was also good to see. Then after that, Trish Stratus returned as well, which, she looks really weird with brown hair. I don't like it. I don't think it suits her. But that was quite a cheesy segment, I have to say. Not too impressed with that. And obviously, I know it happened later on, but when she botched so badly when she was doing that move on Layla, that was just horrendous. I mean, that was bad. Why would you wear heels that high when you're wrestling? It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I suppose she kind of redeemed herself slightly with the double satisfaction move. But if she actually, I guess she just needs to kind of get in the ring again and wrestle for a while before she's back to what she used to be like. But yeah, no, so that was fair enough, her coming back. I didn't really watch the tag team title match, to be fair. The Core obviously beat Vladimir Kozlov and Santino Marella, which is fair enough, because both Santino and Kozlov had been champions for a little while, and they weren't really that credible, to be fair. But yeah, so then there was a title match between Jerry Lawler and The Miz. Obviously that one wasn't supposed to be a great match or whatever, but it wasn't bad. Obviously it actually made it look like Jerry Lawler had a chance, but I suppose the only thing that was bad about that is that it didn't make Miz look like a very credible champion, to be fair. Thing is, he almost got beat by Jerry Lawler, so it's not really kind of making him out to be the best champion. But obviously the best moment of the whole show happened during that match when Lawler threw Miz onto Michael Cole. That was like the best thing that happened. That was actually quite hilarious. So that was good. And then the Raw Chamber match, that was also good because like it had like something different and new that hadn't happened before. Like I don't know who. I watched like lots of people's reviews of this show, and they said that just because something new happened doesn't make it good. But it is, because like in Elimination Chamber, there's only so many things that can happen, and then you think, oh well, I've seen that and done that, like that's been done before. Which is the same with like ladder matches in TLC, because they just keep repeating the same things. It kind of like loses its appeal. So unless you can bust out something that's like not been seen before, then generally a bit like same old, same old. But the whole thing was like the pod. I thought that was quite good. Obviously, with Punk obviously getting stuck in the pod or eliminating him, and then the GM saying that he could go back into the match, that was quite clever, and obviously that like enhanced like the Orton and Punk feud, because obviously Punk then eliminated Orton when he came back into the match. Obviously, the only thing that obviously really let down that match was the fact that Cena won. Like, to me, I don't think he deserved the win. Yes, okay, maybe he's the only logical choice to face the Miz at Wrestlemania, because out of the last three, obviously, Miz versus Punk would be like heel versus heel, and I don't think that they would do that for Wrestlemania. I was thinking, have they ever done that before? And I don't think they have. But obviously that's only like the WrestleManias that I've seen. But then I suppose that wouldn't draw much like appeal to have like two heels facing each other. But whatever. And obviously, yeah, I thought Morrison was really good in that match. To me, he like deserved the win just because he did like so many awesome things, and you might disagree with me, but I thought he was like really good. But obviously, I didn't think they would put Miz versus Morrison in the main event of WrestleMania. So then when obviously Morrison got eliminated, I thought, oh great, Cena's gonna win, and then he did. But then I guess they needed a bit of star power in the WrestleMania main event, so to speak. Oh, my hand's really hurting. I've got like carpet burn just from sitting on the floor. That's not good. But yeah, no. So I thought, yeah. Like, with the exception of Cena winning, that match was also really good. So overall, I thought the pay-per-view was like really good and obviously set things up quite well for WrestleMania. And obviously, yeah, Raw on Monday night was really good. It was like the best Raw that I've seen for a while. Oh my gosh, Cena completely owned The Rock. I never thought that would happen. That was absolutely awesome. I just wish he would turn heel. That it needs to happen. My Facebook status was something like, Cena needs to turn heel. It would be awesome. Do it. Because yeah, he really should. That was like the best Cena promo that he's done like since I can remember. And obviously, I think like the people in the audience like who like Cena as he is now were a bit like, what? But like everybody else like loved it, who like obviously really wants Cena to turn heel. So I think WWE should do it, because I was saying like, yeah, obviously because he's like their #1 merchandise seller or whatever, that that would be a big downfall. But then to be fair, if he did turn heel, everybody else would probably want to buy his merchandise because he's gone back to being like awesome again. So I don't know what will happen with that, but it would be really good. But obviously that's, of course, going to be setting up the whole Rock and Cena confrontation at WrestleMania, which would be really good. I don't know, everyone else seems to really like the whole thing of, like, Undertaker and Triple H, obviously, because they're both returning for WrestleMania. But I just laughed. I thought it was hilarious. Well, the fact is that they've been building up Undertaker's, like, return for, like, however long it was now, like, a few weeks, and obviously had the whole countdown timer and everything, and then his big entrance. And then, like, he's been out there for, like, 10 seconds, and then Triple H comes in and completely, like, the reaction to him completely ruins, like, everything about Undertaker. So yeah, so Undertaker's been prepared, everyone's and then Triple H just a surprise comeback and gets all the reaction, but whatever. So then for them both to get in the ring and both like turn and look at the WrestleMania sign and stare at it for ages, and then turn back and stare at each other. Everyone else was like, oh, it's so good that they can get such a reaction and everybody knows what they're really thinking without them saying anything, and it's like they're staring at a WrestleMania sign and then they're staring at each other. It's not that impressive. But Triple H looked really fat to me. Maybe it was just my TV. It could have been, I don't know, but he looks like he's like gained some weight. But yeah, so obviously that's set up like their future WrestleMania, which a lot of people seem to be really excited about. But it's happened before. It's Triple H and Undertaker. I'm not massive fans of them, but then I suppose who else is there really for Undertaker to face who might actually have some kind of chance of beating him? But yeah, the whole thing was like Michael Cole and like Jerry Lawler. I knew that was going to happen. I said when I watched Elimination Chamber, I said they've got to face each other at WrestleMania. Obviously, it's not going to be anything classic, but just somebody finally beating up Cole and just shutting his mouth will be amazing. And the whole thing with Cena and Miz winning the tag team titles, because when they first won, I thought, well, that makes the Call look really credible. They like lost, after like a day, and then obviously then in the rematch, Miz turning on Cena and beating him, and it was like good, and that was just like a really weird segment. But yeah, no, so I thought, yeah, Elimination Chamber was really good, and Raw was really good too. So far, I said this last year, I said WrestleMania looked really awesome, and then it like was a disappointment. So hopefully this year WrestleMania will be obviously as good as I'm expecting it to be. So I think I've rambled enough now. So yeah, so I'm going to finish this video. It's, my last video, even though it's only like 5 minutes long, because like I said before, my camera's like obviously a lot better quality than my old one. It took me 5 hours to upload that video. So I might have to obviously change the quality of this one so that it's obviously uploads a lot faster, because I can't really wait for like 5 hours, because if it's uploading then my Xbox connection's really laggy, which is really annoying. So yeah, and going on from like my last video, I was like playing obviously Call of Duty last night, and I was like playing a game of Search and Destroy, and there was a load of guys in there as well. And one of them, like, you know, they were like, Hannah Banana Bob, oh hang on, it's a girl. And then the other one was like, no way, you've got to be kidding me, as if they'd like never seen a girl before. So then they like started reading like my bio, and it like ends with something like, okay, I've rambled enough, add me if you want. And then this guy was like, yeah, I'll add you if you send me a picture of your chest. And I was like, what? Obviously, you know, I don't think they realised that I was actually listening to their conversations. They were just talking amongst themselves. And I was just like, no, definitely not happening. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go now and stop rambling, because else this video is going to be like an hour long. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will see you whenever I decide to review again. Okay, bye!